What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe, man. So we're about to talk crypto for about an hour. We're gonna go over the things that are happening in the market. So first things first, hit that like button if you just pull it up. Shout out to y'all that are already here. I see Kenneth Day in the comments. Salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up on me ASAP. Also, shout out to my replay gang as well. Once y'all tap in, once y'all pull up to the stream, hit that hit that like button. Now, we got a few things I want to talk about. Before we get into them, we got to get those likes up to at least 50 likes. But we're going to talk about SHIB, Volt, Bitcoin, Ethereum, FTX, where the crypto market, is headed right now. Also, self-custody, where I believe meme coins are headed as well. And also just some of the, manipulative or just shiesty things that are going on in the markets by some of these central exchanges. So you definitely going to want to find this stream. You definitely want to watch this stream. So make sure, you hit that like button, push this out. So similar people that value the same things you value can get this content as well. Also, so that way YouTube cannot shadow ban us for talking about this. So salute, pull up. Let me know you in the comment section. We taking attendance here. Shout out to Cecilia. I see you in the building. We got a few viewers in right now. I need y'all to, hit that like button, share the stream, get it out there, let everybody know we are live right now. This was a surprise live. I didn't really put the notification out there too much. I dropped a hint in that last video at the end of it. I told y'all we'll be live. So I'm expecting some people to pull up from that, but YouTube is usually slow when it comes to getting out my notifications. So we need to get those likes up ASAP. Y'all want to talk about what's going on right now? Definitely some things you want to know, some things to protect yourself in the future, now and in the future on your crypto journey. So hold on, I got somebody calling. Hold on, my little brother want to text me as soon as I get live. Crazy. Okay, we back. My bad, y'all. Shout out to Essence in the building. Y'all got to run those likes up, man. Y'all know how YouTube like to do me when it comes to the notifications. They try to put me in the, I just been hearing recently from YouTubers that a lot of YouTubers, if YouTube don't like what you're talking about, if they don't think you should be talking about it, they're not going to show your channel no love. So if y'all are rocking with me, I need y'all to help show the channel some love by pushing this out by hitting that like button. Also, if you're watching it, you're tuning in consistently, and you haven't subscribed yet, do so. It is absolutely free. Shout out to Nagabo Frank, said Vote Army in the house. Salute. Drop a comment so that I know you are in the building. We got a few things to talk about, man. Some things to protect you on your investing journey. Some things that will save you a lot of hassle in the future. So, you definitely want to tune in. Don't go anywhere. We got a few things to talk about right now. Let's pull up the chart before we get into this. Okay, let me share my screen with y'all. Okay, here we go. So taking a look at the price of SHIB right now, sitting at that 9233 level, up 3.1% right now. Now, obviously, the price is pulled back from where we were just, trading last week. The volume is down 34%, but this is a good sign if you ask me. We'll talk about why shortly. We got to get, YouTube a little more time to get those notifications out there because we did just jump live. But yeah, I'm thinking things are, playing out perfectly, especially with this FTX fumble that we just had play out. So, think about it. She was doing perfectly fine. But when we get negative catalysts in the market like this, these are things that, we can't control. It's outside of our control. So all we can do is go with the flow. But we don't lose track or lose sight of where we were and where we're headed to. This is just another opportunity for smart investors, those that believe in what's going on over here in the Shiba Inu ecosystem, to do what they got to do and load up more on those positions. Plug this in. Okay, let me get the stream set up on this side. Oh, I know what's wrong. Also, I know what I forgot to do. I didn't add any tags, I don't think, into this video. So let's see. So usually I should already get, I already got thousands of people subscribed to the channel that has their notifications on, but for some reason, YouTube does not like to send out my notifications to my people. So, we got to do some things manually. Let's see where we at. See, this was a surprise live, so I didn't have too much ready to go on this one. I just wanted to get in here and chop it up with y'all and really make y'all aware of what's going on right now in cryptocurrency. Things, to be honest, for us that are in projects like Shiba Inu, Volt Inu, I think we'll be fine. But I think those bigger projects, I think it's going to be rough, for a short period because, some serious work was done, to really mess things up, so it's going to take some cleaning up. This whole FTX thing is a lot bigger than everyone is thinking. Think about what happened with Voyager, BlockFi, Celsius, Terra Luna Classic. All of this stuff is triggering from each other. And this is something, I never used FTX or promoted it, but this is something that's all stemming from what was taking place over there at FTX. So yeah, we got to talk about this. I'm very much certain that a lot of my audience doesn't know the extent of what was really going on. So let's see. I got to get the thumbnail right and everything. I just jumped straight live, yo. I'm tripping. How many of y'all watching right now were affected by the FTX scandal? Were any of y'all actually using FTX right now or had any funds on FTX? Salute to Jay Rich. Shout out to Essence. Shout out to Beaver Lumber. Liked and shared. Appreciate you, bro. Kenneth said buy the dip. Jay Rich said Volt doing some damages on our way to $1 billion market cap. Hey, I try to tell everybody about Volt Inu. When I said, y'all got to remember, I was one of the people that got a SHIB early and one of the people that put the most people on Shiba Inu the earliest. So with that combined, with me seeing similarities in Volt Inu, when I said this reminds me of Shiba Inu, you got to connect the dots, man. I can't tell you this is financial advice. I can't tell you what to do, but I can, point things out to you what I'm looking at. And, hopefully you do your due diligence off of that and you're able to see some of the things I see. So, let's see. Okay, we got that right. Do we got our tags ready? Okay, our tags are in. Okay, y'all, we good now. But I want to know, have any of y'all been affected by FTX? So Kenneth said not here. Jay Rich said drop the link in the SHIB and vote TG. Dan's Barbershop said hadn't heard of them till this. Okay. Kenneth said your own opinion. You got this. Okay. So it's good to see not too many of y'all, were affected. We do got a few people in the community though that are rocking with us that were affected, but they're obviously not here right now. But this is absolutely crazy, y'all. If y'all remember, depending on how long y'all been rocking with my channel, I've been telling y'all this for months. I can't even remember what was the first sign of it that made me speculate on this. This was for at least like maybe I'll say 3 or 4 months back when I first told y'all that it appeared some of these exchanges are just reflecting numbers to us inside of our portfolio value and not really holding those true coins. And then we got some confirmation following up on that with one of my subscribers basically reaching out to me, letting me know that he was doing a withdrawal from Robinhood and they basically didn't have his coins. They had to basically go buy his coins from the market, the coins that they said should already been in his portfolio. They had to go buy those coins from the market, which took them a while to do. And then they allow him to, move his funds off of the platform. So it's like, while we're using their exchanges, while we're using their platforms, they're willing to report any number to us. They're willing to basically tell us anything, just to keep our money on there. But at the same time, while they're reflecting these numbers to us inside our portfolios, they're really using our money to do other things. And this is very, very serious. This is why we're going to talk about self-custody, in this stream. We got a few things to get into, but I need y'all to get those likes up real quick. Let's see where we sitting at by likes. Oh no, y'all got to run those likes up, man. We got over 30 people watching right now with only 12 likes. Y'all got to run those likes up. Salute to y'all for rocking with me, but we need to get those likes up. If y'all really rock with me, man, run those likes up. Share the stream as well, especially, if you got a decent size following, people, rock with your opinion. Share this information with them. We dropping nothing but gems. We drop fire over here, stuff that not everyone is talking about. Of course, I try to get all the information in there, but I also try to dig for other information to put y'all on so that way y'all are better informed investors. So let's see. That's what happened with me on Merc with, I'm not sure what you mean, bro. But shout out to Rich Crypto said, where's Vote Inu going from here? Vote Inu to me is going to that 2200 level. I just dropped a Vote Inu video today, basically breaking down some of the price targets or technical analysis behind, where I think the price is heading to. And, it's looking really good for Vote Inu right now. I'm expecting another 40, approximately 40% gain to that next resistance level. We are seeing some type of, pullback right now, a little correction, which is healthy. We want to see that. We were up over 25%. So to get that 25% run, then to get that nice little correction, that's good to make a support. So that way we can continue to go higher. Now, I need y'all to run those likes up, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. If y'all rocking with me and you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing, man? Show some love. So I wanted to talk about a few different things, but before we do that, we must get these likes to a respectable level. But let's take a look at the Shiba Inu price real quick. We could talk about that. We see price breaking down underneath our VWAP. For those of you that have been following along and really, learning from this information, what does the price trading beneath the VWAP mean? If the price is trading below, matter of fact, let's move to the 1 hour so we can see it even better. So if the price is trading below the VWAP, what does that signal to us? I want to see who's been paying attention, who's been learning from this information, because it's not just news. I try to really educate y'all as well and give y'all, some tools and news that you could really use. So let's see. Salute to Josh Youngberg pulling up on us. Shout out to Dollar Will. Said, what potential do you really think Shiba would have? Great content, bro. Appreciate you pulling up on us, Will. So we could talk about that in from each coin's perspective. So, Shiba Inu is a 3-part right now ecosystem: SHIB, leash, and bone token. So I believe it will have a positive effect on each of these coins. Why? This is how markets are moved. Markets are moved from catalysts. Catalyst is a major source of information, news, or action, something taking place in the markets. Now, Shibarium being released would be a positive catalyst for Shiba Inu, which would likely have a positive effect on the price. Now, one thing you have to remember, a lot of people that bought Shiba Inu are down right now. So likely once the price starts to move up, they may begin to sell, or once they break even, a lot of people may, fall off and, cut their positions. Or once people see some little gains, they may be quick to take some profits as well because of how long they've been held underwater. But this is a good sign for us that are long-term investors, because these people have to create room. Basically, I like to look at it like this. They have to make the rocket lighter. Think about if we got millions and millions of people holding on to this rocket. We're trying to send this rocket to the moon. It's going to be a lot harder for that rocket to take off and actually make it to where we need it to make it to, with, people bandwagoning on. A lot of people just, attaching themselves to it just because of what they heard. They don't truly believe in it. They haven't been through the tough times with it. They're just looking to show up, make a quick run, and, disappear. Now, the markets don't like that. The markets don't like to give those easy millions, those easy, 10x, 100x's to people that just, come jump in. It's time in the market beats timing the market. So you want to always remember, having more time inside of this asset is better than to try to wait for the perfect moment, because the market won't like that. The market will continue to be volatile and fluctuate around. The market knows where people will sell it. The market generally finds these levels of support, breaks them, so that way people's stop losses are taken out, and then it continues to move up past that point. So you'll have to have real conviction and belief in holding on this coin in order to really, make it to that, that moon level when the rocket really begins to take off. Now, I'm just happy to see, the process, basically, this is how it fulfills itself. We get a lot of hype coming in. We get a lot of people that join the bandwagon from the last run that they seen, or we get those weekend warriors, the people that try to time the market, jump in at the perfect time. But eventually what we do also is shake all those investors off, and the ones who stay holding on eventually get rewarded. I've seen this happen many and many times, and not just with Shiba Inu. Even though it happened multiple times with SHIB, we've seen it play out, with other projects that we've been in as well. So, it's all a part of the game right now. You just got to be patient. Understand that this is a long-term journey. None of us know exactly when it's going to happen, but you just want to be prepared for when it does happen. But let me see. Did someone answer that? Let's see. I think SHIB's price, it depends on where they release it at. It really depends on where we're trading at once the price is released. But I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just looking at major resistance areas in the chart, knowing that we just touched that right around that 1500 level last week, or week before last, actually. And we broke above that area again in August. Let's go to the day chart so we can see more candlesticks in one section. Okay, so let's just plot out some of the key resistance areas that we could spot on the chart right away. So right there, we can see resistance. Right about there. And we'll talk about these levels in a second as well. But first, we just want to see all the areas that we've seen some type of major resistance. And then here it gets real choppy. So we'll just say about right there. So these are our levels. So right now we're trading at that 920 level. So we got resistance at the 1500 level, resistance around that 18.5 level, so 1860-ish. So depending on, if we break through this level, then we could possibly be sitting around here upon the release of Shibarium. Now, I expect, I wouldn't be surprised if we were trading around that 3000 level upon the release of Shibarium, because this is what happens with Shiba Inu. Once we get a major catalyst, Shiba Inu moves fast, y'all. That's one thing you have to understand. Yes, it's down. Look at this. Let's take a look into this range here. So say none of this happened yet. Say none of this major breakout happened that came in October. None of that happened. Let's put ourselves before that time period. Look at all the investors that were investing during this range. Look at how they felt. You know, all those people that bought in during April, or what was this right here, May? So May, all those people that only caught in after the first real run up, you know, all these people that bought in, they were held underwater all this time here. And the worst person got it they bought at the 5,000 level. A lot of other people came in around this 3,000 level as well. So the 3,000 level is a key area for Shiba Inu. Now look what happened. All these people were held underwater for a long time. This was a even though for us, we already knew what was taking place. You know, I called it that it was going to happen, and we called it right before it happened as well. So people really got the chance to really, you know, make some serious money. But look at this. We traded in between that 9 level and the 6 level, all the way down from that 5,000 level. People were saying Shiba Inu is done. You're done for investing your money in it. It's over with. It already pumped and dumped. You should have got out while you could have. You should have, you know, took your profits. You know, they said all that. We continue to update everybody on it, continue to believe in the ecosystem, and then look eventually what happened. We broke out of that 9 level, which is where we are now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're in that 9 level now. Matter of fact, look at it. Look where the price is trading. If y'all can zoom in, or if y'all can see, let's see, this is showing this screen. Okay, so this green dotted line here, the dotted line is the price SHIB is trading at right now. Notice how we're sitting right at those resistance areas before it happened last time. Connect the dots, man. It's easy once you are able to recognize these patterns and you have the confidence in what you're investing in. Of course, if you don't know what you invested in, then you're not going to be as certain as somebody who fully understands the white paper, you know, the community, you know, and the fundamentals behind SHIB, you know. So I'm just sitting here, you know, basically just patiently waiting, you know, adding when I want to, and, you know, just being prepared for what's about to happen. So looking at these levels, we seen that first breakout after this happened. We seen the breakout all the way up to the 3,000 level before we started to see some correction, some resistance, some pullback. Notice that we were trading in these 9 levels where we are right now. This was the resistance back then. Now this is a support. Back then, this was a resistance. So this was the high levels that the price was hitting back in those times. Right now, these are the low levels that the price is hitting. And then from those areas being, from the 9 area being the resistance point at that time, we broke out all the way. Look how quick it happened, y'all. This is what I want to show y'all. This is what I want y'all to pay attention to. This is how fast it can happen. So I want to get it to the T. You know, I want to be right on point with it. So we got that breakout right after October 3rd. From October 3rd, we broke out of that 9 level. And to October 6th, we were at the 3,000 level. So let's pay attention to what that means for us right now. It took us 3 days when not the first run, but when that last that October run happened with Shiba Inu. Remember, so what we're seeing right now, and I need y'all to hit that like button too. Where we're trading at right now, this blue support line that I just added, this blue line, this was the resistance point back in before October, when it took only 3 days to break out of this resistance level. So remember, we were fighting to get above this level where we're sitting and finding support right now. It took 3 days to break from under that level. Once it finally broke from under this level, it took 3 days to hit the 3,000 level. Now let's go back. Let's take a look at this, because some people might think this sounds far-fetched, or that, you know, it's like, you know, maybe too good to be true. And which, this is not financial advice. You know, something different can always happen. But, you know, I just want y'all to see how this can play out. So from this level right here, once we broke out of this, it only took 3 days to get up to this 3,000 level. Let's see what that percent is. $213% in 3 days. Now, this is going to happen again. You don't want to miss it. I'm trying to tell y'all now. I'm trying to connect the dots for you, point out the patterns for you, point out the similarities and the things that we recognized last time, this time, and Shiba Inu has way more holders this time. So I wouldn't be surprised if, at the very minimum, if upon release or leading up to the release or right after the release of Shiba, if we see that 213% gain up to around that 3,000 level. Now you could take or take or give, give or take a little bit, just because there are day traders, people that are speculating on these prices. And the same way I see this is other smart investors that understand this as well, and they're waiting to take profits at these levels. So keep that in mind also. But I wouldn't be surprised even if we can get up to back around that 5,000 level. I would not be surprised. So 218% gain from there. If we break back to the 5,000 level, or I should say when we break that back to the 5,000 level, that's a 430% gain. This is how people are going to turn, 1,000 into, 4,000 or 10,000 into 40,000 or, 40,000 into 160,000 or 160,000 into 740,000. This is how people are going to do it right here. So, connect the dots. Hopefully you get in where you fit in. Let's see. Salute to everybody for pulling up. Make sure y'all run those likes up. Let's get a like count real quick. Okay, 34 likes, man. Y'all got to run it up. We should have at least 50 likes minimum in here. We are going to run this one for about an hour, so it shouldn't take that long to get those likes up, y'all. But appreciate everybody for rocking with me. Kenneth said, Mercatox locked me out of my Sasha coin. Okay, under maintenance. Okay, I see what you're saying. See, and this is why we cannot trust these centralized exchanges. So, I wanted to talk about that for a second. So fake values in our wallets, on these centralized exchanges, we have no clue if they're actually holding the reserves that they say that they should be holding or our funds. So crypto.com just released this, which was very, very interesting to see. And I want y'all opinion on this as well. Let's see, crypto. So we've seen some people, let me know in the comment section, are y'all using crypto.com? But we've seen some people reporting that their withdrawals were basically slowing up on crypto.com, basically taking longer than normal to process. Now, after that happened, we get this in. Did y'all see this? This is absolutely crazy. So right after the FTX scandal went down, right after, the company filed for bankruptcy, so this is what happened. FTX gambled away everybody's funds that they were using. They gave their own sister company $10 billion out of, I think, maybe $16 billion in customer funds that they had. Their sister company, basically used those funds in risky bets, borrowed them out to, risky companies and whatnot. So they basically blew that whole 10 billion. Now, right after these guys announced that they were going to go bankrupt, the remaining funds that were left on FTX were magically hacked. Some hacker came and pulled up right at the perfect time and took the remaining funds that could have, went out to victims or creditors or, whoever, had something to claim from FTX. So it's just, absolutely wild to see that. And then right after that happened, we see crypto.com accidentally sent $400 million in Ethereum to a wrong address. CEA caused concerns, FUD. I love whoever titled this. They titled it perfectly. So crypto.com accidentally sent 400 million in Ethereum to the wrong address, and then the CEO caused concerns of that FUD. Come on now. What do y'all think about this? I'm going to read the article, and I want y'all opinion on this, but let me take a couple more comments before we get into this real quick. Crypto Kim Dog said, think SHIB and Volt will have own wallets associated with their chains. It's possible. It's possible. Right now is the time to start building that. If you want to build that for the future, for the community, we are all Ryoshi. You can do it. So E-Bub says, I pray for you, man. You're one of the guys. Appreciate you, E-Bub. Salute, man. He says, thanks for all the info, bro. You're welcome. Crypto Epidemic said, man, I really wish these notifications would come through like they're supposed to. I'm glad I decided to go on here and check on your channel and see what was happening in any video. You see what I mean, y'all? I'm not capping, but I'm telling y'all, YouTube is not putting out my notifications. I have thousands. The channel has over 30,000 subscribers. Out of those 30,000 subscribers, there's thousands of people that have notifications turned on. But yet, look at how YouTube is trying to do us. This is why I really need y'all support. If y'all rock with me to help push this content, let YouTube know we are not going anywhere. Hitting that like button lets YouTube know that you value the content, that you feel is good content, and also they will likely find similar viewers and recommend this content to them as well, which will help everything grow. It'll help the channel grow, help the crypto space grow as well, because as more people become educated, they become confident, and they're able to stick around and, last these types of times when most people, if they're not rocking with the channel, they don't have anybody to share this type of information with them, it can get rocky. It can get, a little sickening sometimes, and they might end up panic selling and jumping out of their position. But if they could come tap in with the channel, they can know like, oh, DecemberDeMarco already told me about this about to play out, and their confidence is higher. So they're able to hold through the storm a lot easier. So salute to Crypto Epidemic. Shout out to all y'all for watching. We got over 70 people in the building right now. If you haven't hit that like button, Yeebird says, I believe Volt is going way further than we imagine in the upcoming bull run. I've seen token 1000x for less. Exactly. Take a thought real quick. Think about projects you've seen do your 1000x's, and think about what they were doing. Think about the utility that they brought. Think about the communities they had. I don't think any of those projects are close to touching Volt Inu. I'm talking about in the meme coin side. What Volt Inu is building is something serious. It's something for the long term. That's why I'm able to have confidence and, not just look at it as a short-term project, but a longer-term investment as well. Satoshi continues to deliver, keeps building, community keeps growing. We keep getting more exchange listings, more partnerships, and that's what you want to see. You want to see, even though the market is down, the project still trucking forward, still building, still rolling out different things. And that's what we're seeing. And we got Volti change on the way. Connect the dots, y'all. Salute though to the Volt Army and SHIB Army. Will said, totally agree. I appreciate your explanation. Bitcoin took a good time also to be great as it is right now. Most definitely. It took years, and it played around with people's emotions for years. But guess what? If you were able to hold past a certain point, it didn't matter when you got in. You made a killing. Even the people who bought the top of 2017 when they bought, well, right now, obviously the price is down, but it's below that point. But even those people that bought during that time, 2021, 2020, all during that time, even beginning 2022, those people were still in profit. They still made a lot of money. So hopefully they got to realize some of those gains. But even if they didn't, here's just another chance to accumulate more for even cheaper if they pay, at that $20,000 price per Bitcoin in 2017. So let's see what else we got. Dollar Will said, all my love to all of you. Hodl. It can get hard, y'all, but that's why you want to come back, tune into the channel, see what's going on, check the sentiment, and you'll have, what you need to continue pushing forward. So Crypto Epidemic said, what's up, December and fellow investors? Appreciate y'all. E-Dub said, okay, that's an ad. Crypto said, okay, thanks for letting me know. E-Bub said, I just went to buy 1,000 Volt after consistently averaging in, and I bought it on Coinbase, and they would only let me transfer 300 of my ETH to trade. I wonder why that is. Did you try the transaction again afterwards? Because this is one thing we're trying to watch for too. We're trying to connect the dots on which exchanges are to go next. This is what we know. FTX was basically behind all these crashes. So this is what's so shiesty what FTX was doing, y'all. They were, so this is one thing Robinhood was doing some years back. So Robinhood would sell their order flows to other institutions. So basically people that are betting against us, hedge funds and things like that, Robinhood was free for the customers to use, but this was the catch to it. It's free for you to use, which that model changed the game. Most brokerages used to charge per stock that was traded. So Robinhood made the game a lot easier for everyday average investors to get in without having to pay for each and every buy and sell of a stock. So they made the fees zero, which made the barrier to entry a lot lower. More people came in, but this is what Robinhood did. They took that data on the back end. The data I'm talking about. They can see our orders. They can see our buy orders, our sell orders, our stop losses, our limit orders. They can see all these different things. They can see the average on how much do they have to pull a certain asset back before retail investors begin to panic sell. So they have all this data on the back end analytics that they started to sell to other companies, which was extremely grimy. Now, they didn't say that they wouldn't do that, but you would just think that, okay, if we're using this exchange, y'all allowing us to use it, encouraging us to use it, that you wouldn't be on the back end selling basically. It's the equivalent of basically playing cards essentially and being able to have your hand revealed, or playing dominoes with your dominoes face up. It's essentially that, because now all these institutions can target our stop losses. They can say, hey, we see that they have stop losses on Bitcoin at this price. So all they have to do is continue to short the market, drive prices down. And that way, as the prices get pushed down, people's stop losses get hit, they wipe everybody out, and now the price moves magically back up. You ever thought to yourself, like, how do they know exactly where, you ever bought something and you bought in, and as soon as you bought in, magically, either the price is going down or you set your stop loss at a certain area and magically your stop loss gets hit? It's because they can see all this information. The firms, these exchanges, are betting against us. So Robinhood started off with the first generation of this by selling that data to other exchanges. Now, what Sam Bankman-Fried did is take this information and use it himself. So instead of selling it to another company, he provided this information to his own sister company, not like his biological sister, but a company that was another. He was the CEO of both companies. So at one point, he was the CEO of a company called Alameda Research, which was supposed to be like a trading hedge fund type of company, but it just sounds like it's more technical. It sounds like a research company. And he said he actually did that. He named it that, so that way, banks and things like that would be more likely to work with him. So he, gave this information to that company, which he gave the customers' funds to that company. Now that company is using the funds to try to bet against its own customers. Y'all see what I mean by that? How shisty and grimy that is? Like, absolutely horrible. Not only are you taking the customers' funds that they have in their accounts and you're using it for something else, but you're using it against them. And then you're using the analytical data on the back end to be able to see where all their stop losses are. So people steady getting liquidated on FTX, wondering like, why are the prices pulling back? How did they get me? SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's been targeting, all these other exchanges, all these other projects, and he's been jumping around doing this from project to project to project. And, he just happened to get caught with his pants on the ground with this one because he was facing a liquidity issue, and Binance triggered it really, but they withdrew over $350 million off of his platform. So with him having so much money around in all these different places, he couldn't quickly enough, which Binance was able to get their funds, but that triggered a run on the exchange. And now other investors started to request their funds off of it once Binance made that tweet about it. And that triggered the 10th largest withdrawal day in crypto history. So think about what I'm saying. Out of all the days in the history of cryptocurrency, that triggered the 10th largest sell-off day. And one day, crypto sold off the most amount of money due to that happening right there. So now that triggered a ripple effect. You got to remember, FTX was responsible for bailing out Voyager, BlockFi, and a few other companies. So these companies were saying, okay, we were about to go under, whatever, but we got help from FTX. Now all those companies are back going underwater because, the company that was bailing them out essentially is going under now. So absolutely crazy to see. Now with that taking place, now leading up to, what we're talking about here, Crypto.com accidentally sent 400 million in Ethereum to wrong address. The CEO calls anybody who has concerns FUD. He's saying people are just causing FUD. You can't tell me that right after we see over, like, I think it was, let's get the exact number real quick. So I'm typing in FTX hack real quick. Okay, so let's take a look at this real fast. We'll come right back to this. So FTX hack. So let's take a look at this. FTX officials confirmed the crypto exchange was hacked Friday night with outflows exceeding $600 million. And they instructed users to delete their apps. Don't use the website. Don't come looking for us. Chalk it up. Forget about it. That's basically what they said, if you ask me. They just basically told everybody, we got hacked. Forget about getting anything. Delete the app off your phone. Don't go to the website because the website might have malware on it, or some type of scam cookies or something like that that'll hack into your system. So they basically don't want anybody coming looking for a trace of them. Someone stole $400 million from FTX over the weekend. It says right here, hacker panic still holds. FTX hacker panic still holds 339 million in ether. So this person, even though he stole the funds, he can't trade everything. So one of the things that we seen this hacker did, he hacked the funds. He forgot to leave some funds for gas. So it's reported allegedly this individual they had to send some funds from their real crypto account in order to account for the gas fees. And we got, I believe, crypto.com, or it might have been Nansen or one of these other crypto research companies that said they actually know who it is. They just have to wait to cooperate with authorities to let everybody know. But absolutely crazy. I'm interested to see who's behind that. But, so as soon as this 600 million went missing from FTX, this is what happened over at crypto.com. Literally, it was like as soon as I started seeing about the FTX hack, here comes this. Crypto.com accidentally sent 400 million in Ethereum to wrong address. CEO calls concerns FUD. Let me know just by hearing that so far with what I led up to telling y'all. How do y'all feel about that so far? We'll get into the article, but then I want to know what y'all think so far from what y'all heard. Then we'll read the article, and then I'll give y'all my opinion as well. I'm already telling you, I think this is all shiesty. I think it's all, some BS. I could definitely be wrong, but to say concerns are FUD, that's not cool. But let's see. Salute. Hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all run those likes up. We have not hit the bottom. I don't believe so either. I think we can go further with this FTX thing happening. We had the Terra Luna Classic crash. This happening with FTT. These are big players. You got to remember, a lot of other crypto companies had funds invested into FTX as well. So we have yet to see which companies are going to receive some sympathy or some backlash, basically, off this ripple effect of what's taking place with FTX. So I'm wondering, is crypto.com one of those? So Dollar Will said, not a financial advice, but that is exactly as I see it. Damn good you are. Crypto Kim Dog said, if you are watching, hit that like button. Salute to y'all for holding it down in the community. We got over 90 people in the stream right now. We should have over 90 likes on the video. If you appreciate this type of information and you're serious about becoming a better informed investor. Blue Eye said, just loaded up on more Vote Inu and SHIB. How much vote do you have currently? Now, y'all know I don't share my positions, man. Come on now. Joshua Scott says, did you see Liquid Salt going under? No, I didn't. I actually didn't, bro. Essence said, yes, I use crypto.com. I took most of my tokens off of the exchange, though. I'm glad you did, Essence, because you are one of those people that I need not, anything crazy to happen to. You've been rocking with me for a long time, so I would hate to see, anything slow up your investing journey. So please, I already know you know how to connect the dots when, I say certain things on the channel. That's why you already took those actions. So salute to Essence. But Kenneth said Coinbase is where I'm playing at. Hey, we got to watch Coinbase too. Now the difference is Coinbase is a publicly traded company, so it's actually on the stock market. So they have different things that they have to, different regulations that they have to abide by. They have different checks and balances in place to assure that they aren't just, being just bad actors in the space. But at the same time, we never know. This is something you got to remember. It's something called, it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. If you do not own the seed phrase to that wallet, it is not your crypto. Remember, what that means is when you sign up for one of these exchanges, whichever exchange you're using, when you signed up for it, if they didn't provide you with a seed phrase to write down so that way you can always have access to that wallet, you do not own those coins. You may be able to log in with an email address, with a phone number, with your whatever password, but at the end of the day, you do not own that crypto. That means if that exchange goes bankrupt, or if they pause withdrawals or pause transactions, you are SOL. Just know that. And not Solana. But shout out to Marky Fast, said tapping in all the way from Melbourne, Australia. My brother, salute to my international community as well, man. Ebub say, get the likes up, guys. Hey, y'all got to run those likes up if y'all rocking with me, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. But just make sure y'all got the likes up too, put some respect on the channel, put some respect on our movement, so when other people that might not be rocking with our community, when they pull up on us and they see what we got going on over here, they understand that it is strong. So Crypto Epidemic said same here. Coinbase. Do y'all trust Coinbase? Now we about to get into this article in a second. Crypto Epidemic said keep everything on the ledger until I'm ready to make moves. I like that. Smart man. Ebub said Volt is going to kill it. Absolutely. Kenneth said they're trying to control. They definitely are. Salute to Ebub holding the stream. Crypto Epidemic said, I only watch a selected few of YouTubers, so it's not like I'm getting all kinds of notifications from everywhere else. See, they just, they are surprised. I didn't want to say this because I didn't want YouTube to really, I didn't want to be trying to call it out and YouTube punish me even more for it, so I really just been quiet about it, but YouTube has definitely been suppressing the channel. I don't know what it is, why they don't want us to get this content out. I don't know which angle it's coming from, but it's definitely being suppressed because think about it. I got thousands of people that have notifications turned on, but only a handful of people are receiving notifications when I go live, y'all. So we got to push back against YouTube. We rock with YouTube, we appreciate the platform. But it's like, why they trying to shadow ban us? But appreciate you, Crypto Epidemic. He said, that's another thing I'm worried about. One day, you're going to come on here trying to give us some really good info, and I'm going to miss out on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am prepared, but still. And then it's like, I can't even say, make sure you got your notifications on because you got them all. It's just that, YouTube not, really rocking with us. But Kenneth says 16K. I'm not sure what you mean. What's 16K, bro? Joseph said, Russian missiles landed in Poland, killed 2 people. World War III in the brink. See, so we got things that we cannot control. We got things that we cannot control that are outside of our power that are definitely going to affect the markets. And I want y'all to be prepared for a longer than expected bear market. Now, I'm not saying, every single coin is going to stay in the bear market. This is where I believe meme coins will actually get a chance to shine because I believe these bigger blue chip projects will be held down in this bear market because these are the ones that institutions are attacking. Institutions are shorting these assets. Think about it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these different assets are being shorted by bigger players. If you don't know what shorted means, that means just as people are buying it, betting that the price will go up, there are people selling it, betting that the price will fall down. So keep that in mind as well. That puts selling pressure on the asset, which pulls the price down. So, seeing that taking place, there are going to be people short selling it. We got all these negative catalysts that keep popping up, war after war right now. Well, not war after war, but, war, inflation. We got, these greedy crypto billionaire CEOs, robbing everybody blind. This is going to put a stain on investing. This is going to put a stain on cryptocurrency for some time to come. So, I was weighing things out and I was really, disappointed when I sat back and thought about it because we were just making some really good grounds in cryptocurrency. And as far as advocating for it, spreading awareness, getting bigger players to step in, institutional money. Now with this taking place, FTX, they had a few people invested in them on the institution side, and people just believed him because he's a young billionaire. People assume he's a visionary, and people aren't looking at him like he's a scammer, whatever reason you want that to be. But these people threw all this money at him, and now he just finessed everybody, rug pulled everybody essentially, or honeypotted everybody, and that's gonna leave a black eye on the rest of the cryptocurrency market. The next exchange that says they're going to try to do something, people are going to be looking at them like, yeah, right, you the next FTX. When the next cryptocurrency tries to sponsor an athlete, like a Steph Curry or a Tom Brady, they're going to be thinking back like, hell no, y'all seen what just happened to me with the FTX thing? Like, granted, they made their money, but, they don't like their names being attached to, negative things. So, it's just putting a stain on the entire crypto game all over. And that was one thing I really just didn't like about it. Don't get me wrong. I am a firm believer of decentralization, and, you doing your own due diligence. I don't feel we could really blame anybody because nobody can. Don't get me wrong. We could definitely blame him. But at the end of the day, we are all responsible for ourselves. We can't put our futures in the hands of other people and then just have 100% faith and confidence that they're going to do the right thing. We don't know what they're going through mentally. We don't know, we just don't know, and that's a risk that I'm not willing to take, So when I do use centralized exchanges, I'm only, using it for a portion that I don't mind risking losing. I'm not too extended on these centralized exchanges. Yes, I love Coinbase. Yes, I rock with Binance. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that if they go bankrupt, if they collapse, if anything happens with them, you lose your money. You will be treated as basically a creditor. And those are basically the last people who get anything back when they, are paying out, the victims or people who were hurt by it. So take a couple more comments. It says there's a day hold. See, a day hold. It says they're letting me trade 300 of it, but I guess I got to wait 9 days for the rest. Here we go right here. Prime example. What exchange are you using again, eBug? So y'all, all 100 people on y'all, all 100 people on the stream right now, listen to this closely. eBug, which exchange are you using? They're letting him. This is a sure sign that they don't have the funds that you are supposed to have in your account. When it's taking them they're only letting you do a $300 trade, and it's going to take them a few days to get the rest. Why? Because they're trying to wait and get the most perfect price, so that way they don't have to overpay when they have to refund or, reimburse all these people from the funds that they've been moving around. This is completely shiesty, y'all. I believe if you have money in your, wallet, exchange, or whatever, and you say, I want this out right now, if that's what you have in there, you got the right to have that money out. Not to say we'll give you 300 right now, come back later when we scrape the rest of your money up, when we finish juggling around all the rest of these account balances, and we could take somebody else's money and give it to you. Nah, give me my bread. That's how I feel. But yeah, I don't like to see that. Manager Jill said, I got like 16 volt Inu, around 100 million Shiba Inu, and 50 bones. What you think? You got to start somewhere, bro. 16 million volt, do your thing. Do your thing, bro. Just never risk more than you're willing to lose. But I would definitely, try to accumulate, more if you can. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go buy no more, because I don't want you coming to cry to me and say, hey, DecemberDeMarco, you told me to buy more. Nah, I can't do this. I can't. Don't put yourself in a tough position. Only risk what you're willing to lose. Nobody should ever come crying, even though people do, it calmed down a lot lately than what it used to be when we first got started. But you should never be in a position where you can blame somebody or come crying to somebody about they said this or that. Why? Because I always say, never risk more than you're willing to lose. If it's an amount over $1 over what you're willing to lose, you should not be putting it in, because that's going to cause you to become emotional. Sometimes these plays take time. 2020, 2021 was a prime example in the crypto space. We had to give, like 2020, we had to give certain things time to play out. And we were heavily rewarded for giving it that time. But those of you that come in like, oh, the price is down 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%. It's like, what do you expect me to do? If you were one of the earliest investors in Shiba Inu, if you would have put $1,000 in, your $1,000 would have went all the way down to $1. So your 1,000 would have dropped to 900, 800, 700, 500, 400, 300, 200, $150, $25, $20, $5, 10, or $2, and then all the way down to $1 before it exploded again and turned that $1 that was once $1,000 into millions of dollars. So keep that in mind. Some people ain't ready for that. Kenneth said, limits on Coinbase. Converting for me is no limit, but withdrawals $3K per day. Which Hmm. I know my limits are a lot higher on Coinbase than 3K. I'm not sure what that's about. Undercutting dirty. Shout out to Blunt pulling up. Essence said, wow, this is a lot of info about what exchanges are doing on the back end. Thanks for keeping us tapped in. You know, I got to, Essence. You know, it's a lot of people that don't see this type of information, but I'll make sure my people get this information for sure. So that way, because think about it, you know, not saying y'all specifically, but y'all are the type of investors that they are looking to take advantage of. You know, new investors, people that are new to the space that don't really understand, people that believe they're already trying, you know, they might be already brand new to the space. They're already trying to do something proactive. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to invest in their futures. And then we got shady billionaires that are already rich doing stuff like this to these investors. This is why it's important that we call this stuff out and we hold them accountable as well. You know, this wasn't even like a mistake. This wasn't something that just happened like out of you know, things just went bad. This was beyond negligence. This was pure fraud, y'all. Like pure like scamming ridiculously. Like this is I can't even think of nothing close to this. To take customers' money out of their accounts and borrow it to your own company that you're acting like you don't run anymore, which he passed it on to his girlfriend. So Alameda Research was ran by his girlfriend. I believe her name was Caroline. So he stepped down as CEO, let his girlfriend get in charge of the company. Then he focused on FTX, then took $10 billion, which was more than, I think that he only had about 16 billion in customer funds. So think about that. Out of 16 billion, he took 10 of those billion and sent it over to his girlfriend's company now, which was technically his company, and allow her, or you know, him behind the scenes to do whatever risky gambles that they wanted to do, pay for sponsorships from Steph Curry that's how they named the FTX arena. Think about it. The arena in Miami, that's the way they afforded to be able to do that. You know, think about it. It's hard for an exchange just to get those types of funds. I believe crypto.com arena agreed to like a $700 million deal for those naming rights. And I believe these guys did it for around 120 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it might have been like 40 to 120 or something like that. But he used his customers' funds to do so. Like, think about how crazy that is. So now that I gave y'all the backstory on that, now let's talk about what's going on with crypto.com. So somebody said, Joseph said Kraken. Ryan said this shit ridiculous. How, you know, they get away with this? Like, it's crazy, stealing billions. And the craziest part about it to me, bro, is they are already billionaires. Like, what more do you need? Like, you're not okay. You have to go scrape even more billions after already being a billionaire from some of, you know, I don't want to say like the lowest level people, but like, you know, the people that aren't already rich, you know, the people that are trying to make it, the people that are trying to find a way out. And that's what, you know, pisses me off the most, that, you know, it's people that are assuming that they're doing the right thing. You know, a person that can say, you know, I've been saving for the last 2-3 years, you know, investing into crypto, you know, trying to, you know, prepare for my future. And to see someone like that just get robbed completely, like that's not right. I'm not cool with that any shape or form, you know. So I definitely believe they should go after him for sure, because it's like, where's everybody's money? You think you're just gonna run off with everybody's money and just be like, oh, he made a tweet and said, he literally made a tweet and said, I effed up, y'all. I should have done better. That was it. He stole billions of dollars, upwards of 16 or something billion dollars, and just said, I effed up, y'all. I should have done better. Like, oh no, you're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to pull up. I don't know about that. Just you should have done better. Like, oh yeah, we gotta talk. That's the type of time I would be on. But you know, it's a different type of space though. But man, I just feel for some of those people that really lost some real money using that exchange. So Joseph said it was Kraken who found out. Okay. PD Pure said, big bro, salute. Appreciate you pulling up on this, PD. Joshua Scott said, hi. It was to destroy crypto. Dems, Gary, and Wef. So, and maybe, you know, you can, I mean, it's definitely destroy, helping destroy. I don't think you could just destroy crypto. I don't think crypto ever disappeared. Anytime we make a significant technological advancement as humans, we don't go backwards. Once we've invented the microwave, the washing machine, all these different things, the computer, we never went backwards from those times. We only moved forward from that. So, and crypto does have a utility like that. So we're not just going to erase crypto, but it definitely put a stain on it, a very, very big stain on it. And, my thing is, it has to be financially motivated, because why does the money always disappear? It ain't like the exchange, fumbled and then we, get to magically see everybody get their money back. Every time this takes place, the money always disappears too. It's like we got to connect the dots at some point, and not be fooled and let them continue to get away with this. Andre said, bro, everything is about to skyrocket. I believe those, especially the meme coins, especially those coins that haven't lost community and they're still building during this bear market, I definitely think these ones are going to explode. If you don't got SHIB yet, if you don't got Vechain yet, I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Crypto Surfer. Said pulling up, salute, smash the like button. Andre said this is the greatest time to load up in history. Kenneth says, so is that 400 million regainable, wrong wallet, or lost? Okay, so now let's get into this. So crypto.com, I'm gonna read this title one more time. Crypto.com accidentally sent 400 million in Ethereum to the wrong address. CEO calls concerns FUD. So this is crypto.com after everything we just seen take place with FTX, Voyager, BlockFi, 3 Arrows, all these other, small companies that went under. This guy had the nerve to get on here and say that's FUD. But after the shocking collapse of FTX, other centralized crypto exchanges are under the microscope, and crypto.com customers are concerned after CEO Chris M acknowledged that his exchange accidentally sent 320,000 ETH, or around $400 million at the time, to a public address registered at a competitor exchange. So how often do you accidentally, I'm not gonna say I've made mistakes, before on the blockchain as well, but you telling me you're the CEO of one of the top largest exchanges and y'all accidentally sent $400 million to the wrong address right after FTX collapses, goes bankrupt, and a hacker steals 600 million in funds from the FTX exchange. Crypto.com accidentally sent 400 trillion to another wallet. Now let's keep going. Blockchain records on Etherscan, because remember, all this is on a blockchain, so all of this is documented. You can't hide this. So blockchain records on Etherscan show that on October 21st, Crypto.com sent the sum around 80% of its total ETH reserves to rival exchange Gate.io, just before Gate.io provided proof of reserves to its users on October 28th as part of a new push for transparency after the FTX crisis. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. So this is even worse than we expect. So remember, we got these exchanges showing, because of what happened with FTX, right? Pay attention to this, y'all. This is very important. Because of what happened with FTX, there's a short trend going around with the exchanges doing what's called proof of reserves. So they're showing, they're allowing a company named Nansen, which is an analytical data company in the space. They're pretty legit. They run analytics to make sure, blockchain analytics to make sure people are doing what they're saying they're doing, or, for instance, in this case, have the reserves that they say they should have. So basically meaning this Nansen company does data analysis. They can look at blockchain records to determine what wallets are holding what, and they can see and say, okay, crypto.com is holding this in its reserves. So we can see that customer funds deposited are at this rate, and they have this amount, in storage in their reserves. So we can basically see if they have a 1-to-1 ratio. A 1-to-1 ratio means that for every $1 of customer funds they're holding, they hold crypto to back it up. And they're not doing this scam of what we've seen with FTX, just reporting any number on the screen, but the money not really being in your account. But hold on, though. Now, crypto.com accidentally, y'all, sent it to a rival exchange, $400 million. I want to see if y'all can connect the dots on this. And what do y'all think they're doing this for? Now, remember, they did this. They sent it to an exchange right before Gate.io provided their proof of reserves. So right before Gate.io said, check us out, y'all. Check our balances. You can see that we have a one-to-one balance for everything that customers have on our platform, on an exchange. We're holding the crypto behind it. Connect some dots real quick before we move further. I'm gonna see who paying attention and who get how shiesty they really get with it. But shout out to Andre Life. Shout out to Kingdom Daughter. She said, LOL, no way. Life of Maine said, I'm holding my Shiba on Robinhood. Kingdom Daughter said, the camels are coming. Kenneth said, right, have my 12 words. Shout out to Michi pulling up on us. Said, what's good, D? Ebub said, I've been sharing Gaia or sharing on Facebook. Appreciate that, bro. Rayan said, how do you set sell limit orders if your crypto is on a ledger? And when you try to transfer it to an exchange, if the crypto is pumping a lot of the time. So that's what you want to use exchanges for. That's what exchanges are for, to actually do the trading. But you just want to do that trading and get back to your ledger. And you set the orders on the exchanges. So you set your limit orders, buy orders, sell orders on the exchange. That's the utilities the exchanges provide. And Kenneth said, you're growing. Yusuf LBB said, exactly 100. I don't ever get your notification. Look, y'all see, I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. The community is telling you they got notifications on, but they still aren't getting my notifications. I don't know why YouTube wants to shadow ban. Why do y'all think YouTube would want to shadow ban me? My channel is pretty, it's clean. I don't, do too much on the channel. It's like, what's going on with that? Do any of y'all have any input or, thought of what that might be? But Ebub said, you Aten gonna see World War III until the world government is established and the third temple in Israel is built. Ebub said, past, present, and future is all in the Bible. It hasn't been wrong yet. Ebub said, K, gotta go. Peace. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Rayan said, okay, same question. Ryan said, Joe Biden just died. I think we would have saw that everywhere if that was the case. Kenneth said 16K in 2017, best jump before the slow grow in 2021 for BTC. Ryan said you can't set it in a ledger. Shout out to Helene Rim. Appreciate you pulling up. She said, hello, I appreciate you. Thank you, Helene, for showing love. Ryan said you're going to have transfer it to another wallet. Kenneth said undercut. Shout out to Gary for pulling up the fake Gary Gensler. Misha T said your cryptocurrency has to be on exchange to set your items. To set your orders. Max Joey said, is Robinhood safe? I rock with Robinhood. Don't get me wrong. I believe Robinhood serves its purpose. But once you make it to a certain point in the space, I would not be using Robinhood if you ask me, to be honest. Robinhood is an exchange where we see, people trying to sell dogecoins, people in my community trying to sell it, and Robinhood didn't have those funds available. They had to go buy them from the market. They actually sent him an email, I believe, actually stating it, like, we don't have it right now. We got to buy it, and once we buy it, we'll send it to you. Like, what? Like, y'all got to be crazy. Real Pen Pencil said, great fact. Appreciate you. Misha T said, Robinhood isn't really good for creating sell and buy limits. Agree, our current banking system require notice over certain amounts with withdrawal. Crypto transactions should eliminate this mobile transfer issue. Kenneth said wisdom. Flash Smack said Robinhood is totally safe. No worries, bro. Straight up stole the money. Max Joey, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Misha said, pray over your investments and make sure your heart is right with the Lord to receive his blessings and abundance. Flash Smack said, I can't wait to watch the movie. Yeah, they're definitely going to make a movie out of this. Kenneth said, I say my limits are low because I'm only holding 100 million in SHIB. Right, greedy. Crypto Epidemic said, man, she's an ugly, goofy looking. I'm not sure who he's talking about. Joe said, that's sad truth, greed. Taking folks, I think he's talking about Sam Bankman girlfriend. That's sad truth, greed. Taking folks like us trying to make a little extra money. Yeah, I don't rock with that, man. Misha T said, shaking my head, greed. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. Crypto Epidemic said, yeah, it's stupid, like you had it made. Shout out to Dan Morgan pulling up, said, what up, December? Hope all is well, brother. Yes, it is. You know, of course, we got some janky things going on in the market, but, you know, we're in good health. You know, spirit is good. So, you know, the markets don't control, you know, how we feel emotionally. But Driller LLC said, crypto has gotten lame. They are stealing, which means it should hit soon. So, you know, that's a good sign for me that DeFi and, you know, the meme coin space is going to heat up because they aren't able to short these assets just yet. Now, some exchange might make this possible where every, you know, low cap meme coin possibly can, you know, be shorted. But for the most part, they're not able to do that with these lower cap coins. This is why you can see these coins moon and do 100x, 1000x, and things like that. If you were able to short these coins, smart money would never let them get that high because every time it goes up, they'll just sell. But Marky Fast said 360 million vote. Hopefully is enough. Been holding for 8 months now. Salute. Crypto Epidemic said he has no remorse for what he did. He knew what he was doing, and he don't give a F. Crypto Epidemic said, I love to see that MF in person. He wasn't able to rip me off, but I swear to God, I would rock that dude for the people he has screwed over. I do more. I do. Okay. Kenneth said, shady with timing. Stacy said, right. Crypto said, and he wasn't hacked by no random people. That was him and his people that made the hack go through with the 400 million they had left. Now that's connecting the dots right there. That is some connecting the dots because that's what it sounded like to me. Allegedly, if you ask me, it's like how magically, as soon as y'all filed for bankruptcy, so why didn't the hacker take the money before y'all filed for bankruptcy? But filing for bankruptcy was the last straw that they needed to put in place before they didn't have to give investors their money back or before they can, you know, claim that everything is a loss. So yeah, very, very shiesty. Kenneth said, why though? I'm not sure what you mean, what you're questioning. Yusuf said they're all working together to hide the fact that all doing the same thing FTX was doing. Exactly, y'all. This is the play. This is what banks do. Banks borrow money to each other, send money around. This is why our banking system is about to collapse. They're doing the same exact thing, taking our money that we put in the banks, loan it out to other people for, you know, housing loans, business loans, you know, whatever it is, you know, they loan this money out. They also loan other banks money when banks balances, like each bank has to hold like a certain balance at the end of the day. So sometimes they will have to borrow money from other banks just to, you know, boost up their balance. And it sounds like that's what we're seeing take place right here with crypto.com sending over $400 million to gate.io right before they say, hey, y'all, check our proof of reserves. See, check it out. We got everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is one-to-one how it's supposed to be. But it's like, what? So y'all didn't mention this 400 million that y'all just got spotted or fronted real quick to, you know, basically to me, it looks like meet the balance sheet. Now, this is all allegedly. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm just trying to connect a few dots here and not let us sit back and assume that these guys are righteous or assume that these guys are going to do the right thing, because obviously that's just not the case. But, you know, hopefully everything is well with crypto.com, but I just do not trust these centralized exchanges anymore because they will literally in our face tell us everything is fine, nothing to worry about. A week later, like, okay, we're pausing withdrawals, but things are fine. 3 days later, we're bankrupt. Like, what? You just told us everything was fine. You didn't see any signs that where you could have alerted the public while withdrawals were still able to be transferred. You wait until y'all freeze withdrawals and claim bankruptcy to say, okay, now everything is bad. Like, nah. So we can't trust them types of guys. But shout out to Stevie pulling up on us. Appreciate you. Kenneth said the world is instant. So why has he not sent back? I'm not sure what you mean. The exchanges are colluding to show reserves that aren't there. Exactly. Kenny got the point right there. Joseph said, pull up the snapshot. Let's see the reserves. Bang said you can't. Crypto Epidemic said, I think let your. Stacy said, love it here. Appreciate you, Stacy. Crypto Epidemic said Ledger should come out with a trading platform. That way you can just keep everything on Ledger and buy and sell right off the Ledger. If they do that, man, that would really take them over the map. Now, I believe they are implementing some small trading features, but I don't think they have limit orders and whatnot. But Crypto Kim Dog said, you are being shadow banned because elites and deep state does not want us to know any of this. So we got one thing. Rosie May said, you're too generous with your information. Appreciate you, Rosie. Bang said, because they don't want us to be billionaires. Crazy. So they gotta shadow ban me because they don't. That's crazy, man. I mean, I'm flattered that they feel that, you know, I'm somebody that they got a shadow ban, but sheesh. Like we just trying to spread good information to the, balance things out for the rest of the people, so we get a fighting chance as well. Nagobo Frank said, can you send your vote Inu on Ledger? Yes, you can hold vote on there. I believe so. Walter Moody said the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. BS deal. Kenneth said they don't want the truth out. Flash Smack said serious investors are buying FTT right now. Probably speculating on it. And Nagobo Frank said I sent mine to Ledger. Okay, so you can hold it on there. So I'm using DeFi exchanges right now with Vote. Kenneth Day said Flash Smack, but I will be moving my Vote over to my Ledger as well, though. I just like to have multiple bags. I don't like to keep everything in one area just in case one thing is compromised. I won't be taken out of the game. If they hit this, I'll still be fine. If they hit that, I'll still be fine. If they hit that, I'll still be fine. If they hit that, I'll 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 be fine. That's how you want to be moving in this space because it's really, really shiesty, and we don't get, it's not like FDIC, so it's not like we get some type of insurance, Flash Smack, I seen that 4%. Walter said, killing it on Vote. You're one of the best. Thanks for the heads up. You're welcome. And I tried to tell everybody about Vote Inu, man. I tried to tell as many people as I could. I even get out here in the streets doing my crypto street episodes to try to get people on the street level to learn about Vote Inu. Like, I can only do so much, man. But salute to y'all for rocking with me. Those of y'all that's connecting the dots. And remember, always do your own due diligence as well, so that way you can understand what you're investing in. And that way you can determine your confidence level because I may be more confident in Vote Inu than somebody else because I've done more research in it. I understand more what's going on. Somebody else might be less confident because they haven't done the full amount of research that I've done. So, or just don't understand the project to the extent I do. So Michi says, if I'm going to trust one exchange, it's Coinbase. They've been around the longest. I definitely rock with Coinbase. I love Coinbase. I'm not going to lie. I do use Coinbase. But you don't want to hold the majority of your assets. Well, you can do whatever you want, but I wouldn't recommend holding the majority of your assets on any one centralized exchange. Remember, Coinbase a few months ago, this is what triggered me. This is when I forgot about it, but this is what triggered me to start thinking about that. When Coinbase first updated their terms of service or agreement, whatever it's called, and they switched it to now the people who were holding funds on Coinbase, instead of being treated like customers or whatever, where they would have to immediately refund everybody first, they said we would be treated like creditors, meaning that if they ever went bankrupt, all the people with money on Coinbase would basically have to get in line with the rest of the creditors. Now, they put out a statement with that and said, oh, don't worry, nothing to worry about here. But this was before the Voyager crash. This was before the Terra Luna. This was before FTX. So it's like they obviously seen something going on in the market. It's like we got to connect the dots at some point. We can give the benefit of the doubt, but you don't want to be a fool either. So with them changing those terms of agreement or terms of service, it made me wonder, like, why do y'all feel it's necessary to let us know that, hey, if you want to continue to do business with us, in case we go bankrupt and lose everything, you get your money is gone, basically. That wasn't in the terms of agreement before, but they had to update that and add that. They did it for a reason, y'all. You don't just update your terms of agreement for no reason. So that's the one thing I'm worried about. Remember, I told y'all. So Les Vibe said half on Ledger for extra security, half on exchange in case things shoot up quickly. Thanks for your wisdom, December. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Dan Morgan said, Didi, will you ever market any Shiba merch I buy from you, man? Hey, stay tuned. My Shiba Inu merch store is coming back up. Now, I'm working on some different designs. I want to create like some real, not just, I want to create stuff that people want to actually wear too. Of course, we'll represent the brand, with anything with SHIB on it, but I want it to be something actually a little stylish as well. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. My store will be back up. Appreciate you too, bro. Crypto Epidemic said, I also heard the reason they did the hack was to make their data stored with all the transactions and everything to be able to be destroyed. It was like something set up in the computer programming. So yeah, I heard about that as well. Basically, that hack was like allegedly supposed to be a fail safe, like in case, this happened they can basically trigger a series of events that destroys critical data that will basically, pinpoint to what was going on. So that was like basically like pulling out the card that was going to knock everything down. With that hack taking place, it crumbled or collapsed everything else, basically underneath it, to make it harder for investigators to, figure out what really happened. But I definitely think they will be figuring it out. That's too much money. Dan said, I think when your JP Morgan guy leaked info, you pissed some big dogs off. Okay, I didn't think about that part right there. That could be something that, you got to think about that as well. Crypto Epidemic said, a lot of this information I watch a YouTuber called BitBoy Crypto. He's very knowledgeable. He was actually coming out with a crypto bill to fight against FTX, who was trying to get rid of DeFi. So yeah, salute to BitBoy. I know who that is. I rock with him too. Yusuf said, KuCoin is shifty also. I bought 1,000 of IOTA and wasn't been able to withdraw. It's been over a month. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to hear the people. These are the early warning signs here. The investors on the exchanges are the indicators to what's going on with the exchanges. Now, we heard KuCoin was cool. We heard they were safe. But that's another centralized exchange, y'all. What was KuCoin's exposure to FTX? Did KuCoin have money invested over there at FTX? Were they holding a lot of FTX? These are questions we need to all be thinking about, y'all. FTX and Gary Gensler were supposedly working together on a crypto bill. So that's head of SEC and Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever it is. Basically, the ain't that crazy? When you can get the guy who's scamming everybody to basically be a part of who's developing the laws or the bills around it. This is why I don't want to say all of them, because I don't know. I think CZ is legit, if you ask me, because he's the one that kind of, put the spotlight on this situation. But CZ is the CEO of Binance. But man, a lot of these guys, as janky as they are, imagine that position of power they get into, and what things they'll implement for themselves or put in place to make sure that they continue to thrive, if they're in charge of making the laws around crypto. Imagine if they would have let SBF or Sam, the CEO of FTX, be in charge of helping create crypto laws. This man would have been doing his dance everywhere. He would have been doing whatever he wanted, and the laws would have protected him. So this is why we got to be careful who we just put into power, or just because they made a lot of money that we just give them automatic, where we believe everything they say. We still got to question these billionaires too. Just because you made $1 billion does not mean you're above questioning. Doesn't mean you're, nobody can look at you sideways. Like those are the people we really need to be, making sure, because it's like they got so much power, so much influence. They can move markets. Smaller bad actors, yeah, they might, throw a monkey wrench in the system. They might cause some irritation or whatever the case may be. But this guy literally just helped crash crypto again after we were already rebuilding from what just took place with Terra Luna Classic, which he had, he had involvement in that. He was targeting different projects, different weaker projects that he could see. He would target them by whatever the tactics he's using, shorting them, selling their, assets, for cheaper prices, whatever way he can target, and ruin his competition. That's what he was looking to do. And him and Binance were basically about to be, essentially, not the last two, because we still got Coinbase, but fighting for one of that top 2 spot. And man, he was getting grimy with it. He was willing to do it, anything to make that happen. If you're willing to steal billions and billions of dollars from innocent people, what wouldn't you do? There's nothing you wouldn't do, probably. I mean, maybe like if he's like certain shit, but like I wouldn't put anything past a person like that. But David James said, is Arculus as good as it's advertised? I never heard of that one, bro. Anyone using Arculus as a wallet, be careful. We just heard of what was the name of that wallet? I just seen a few other YouTubers talking about a wallet that was coming out, and something bad happened with that one. So you always want to be careful, with these wallets. Make sure if you don't own the seed phrase, you don't own the crypto. Just know that at the end of the day. Yosef said, I've been in crypto since 2016. This is the worst I've seen. One incident after another. Exactly. We were just on the path of rebound and trying to rebuild from the last crashes and being in a bear market, the war, the inflation, all that. And we just, keep getting hit over the head with a new negative catalyst after catalyst. But Blue Eye said, I believe that Vechain Inu is on a bull run, or would have been at an even higher price if it wasn't for the things happening on certain exchanges today. Imagine where Vechain Inu would be right now if we didn't have the Terra Luna Classic crash or the FTX crash. Imagine where Vechain Inu would be right now, y'all. Think about that. Vechain Inu is doing this in a market with everything weighing down on it, with everything pushing against it. Imagine where it would be if these things weren't taking place right now. So now imagine what it would do once things turn around. Absolutely bullish. But let's see. Blue Eye says SHIB should be on a new all-time high too, and so should a lot of other altcoins. Kenneth said Coinbase seen they went to Coinbase 1. Crypto said, I'm planning on having a brick and mortar crypto store for those items. I'll be waiting to support you, brother. Appreciate it, bro. Can't wait. Along with other education and items used in crypto. Where my moderators at, man? We got somebody just slipped through the crack. Let me see. We gotta block certain people that come through with stupid shit. Ignore that, y'all. I'm trying to get him blocked out of here. Kenneth said, that's why ShiBone is so nice, gives a voice to holders. Shout out to Kingdom pulling up on us. So let's get back into this article. So we talked about how they sent over 400 million accidentally right before Gate.io had to show its proof of reserves. Sounded like a friend looking out for another friend, if you ask me. But Gate.io subsequently returned the slightly diminished sum of 285,000 ETH, or around 456 million, as a result of a minor ETH surge on October 29th. Look at this, y'all. They got me want to use some different language right now. 300. So look, they sent them. Man, these people are crazy. These people are wild, y'all. They sent them 320,000 Ethereum. That was worth around 400 million at the time, right? But guess what? Gate.io only sent back 285,000 ETH. So essentially keeping, 35,000 Ethereum. 35,000 Ethereum, valued around 456 million. So look at it. Crypto.com sent them 300,000 ETH, valued at 400 million. They sent back 285,000 ETH, valued at 456 million. So thanks for looking out. Here's an extra little 56 million, here's a little bonus. But at the same time, that's still not the same amount of ETH that they were sent. They were sent 300,000 ETH. So it shows that they're doing something. Something is fishy going on. They're playing around with the numbers, because it shouldn't matter what the value is. If you sent 300,000 ETH, you should get back 300,000 ETH. Not the value a little bonus on top of it. Nah, give me my 300,000 ETH that was sent to you. But then that's how we know it's something more going on. A company that large is not accidentally. If you ask me, allegedly, whatever I gotta say, to not get sued or something, it is not an accident to send $400 million. You telling me nobody looked at that transaction 15, 20 times before they click send? So you just typed up 400 million, which was 80% of the company's reserve funds. You just had 400 million typed up, ready to send. You didn't even double check the address, and you just clicked enter and sent it on over. Who they think they talking to, y'all? I don't know who they think they talking to, but we ain't boo-boo the fool over here. You're not sending $400 million, almost $500 million accidentally to the wrong wallet address. I done did transactions for a supreme fraction of that, and then check the and double check the transaction 10 times before sending it. So crazy. Walter says, got a lot of in KuCoin. Should I consider moving it? This is not financial advice. I'm gonna let the people tell you. Should he consider moving his assets away from KuCoin? I want the people to answer that. Y'all let them know what y'all think. Kenneth said they are blocked. Kevin YTTV said Shiba Inu migration. We ain't got more news on that yet, but you know when we get it, you know I'm gonna be the first person to give y'all news on the Shiba Inu migration. Shout out to Papito 420 said finally caught you live. Jersey rocking with you. Salute to the whole Jersey, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Shout out to Swavey Reese said Vote Army. Salute to the Vote Army. Kenneth said all my money. Crypto Epidemic said, like December says, connect the dots. That is really fishy. Stacy said yes. David James said, I'm leaning toward it, but you not having heard of it gives me pause 2 and 2. Crypto Kim Dog said, move your assets, wallet, not your keys, not your crypto. Crypto Epidemic said, get all assets off of any trading platform. This is the community speaking to you. Travis said, the gag is it was intended to be sent somewhere. To whom, I wonder. So, and he didn't explain that either. He just said, oh, it was an accident. We got it back. Yeah, but you got 35,000 less Ethereum than you sent. And somebody pocketed an extra $56 million if it was probably just a favor for a favor type of thing. Like, you send us 400 million, I'll send you back 400 million, and we ain't gonna talk about the extra 56 million that's on top of that. That sounds like what it's sounding like right now. Michi said, I don't have the block option. Kenneth said, how long in service? I'm not sure what you mean. Kimberly said, hello, I missed all of this. Are you planning to post this? Yes, this will be live. This is one you definitely want to catch. We got some gems in here. Dan Morgan said, I'm with Coinbase, ride or die as my exchange. No news is good news, in my opinion. Hey, I rock with Coinbase too, but I ain't riding or dying with Coinbase. Magic said, just keep your coins in ledger. Don't be dumb. Kimberly Stover said, I didn't receive notification. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We got everybody pulling up from, all over the world saying they haven't got their notifications when I'm going live. It should not take us being live for this long we should already be way past this amount of viewers on the stream right now. But, YouTube, they got me on the shadow ban, it looked like. Crypto Surfer said, not your keys, not your cheese. David said, I think you went by where I shared the link and message too, where you can see the wallet. In the YouTube chat, they don't allow the viewers to send links. So even if you post it and send a link, the link won't pop up once you click enter. Crypto Epidemic said, no, supposedly it was supposed to be going into a cold storage wallet. So supposedly, oh yeah, I did hear that. But then again, it's like, why wasn't it in a cold storage wallet to begin with then? Where was it supposed to be already? And why at that point magically did it have to get sent to a cold storage wallet? And why did you accidentally send it to a competitor exchange? And why did you get a less amount back? Like, there's so many questions here, y'all. And when that's the case, usually, you want to be weary. You don't want to get caught lacking. That's all I'm going to say. Stash My Cash said, what about Trust Wallet? I rock with Trust Wallet. It is a decentralized wallet. You do have the keys on there. But one thing I do not like, and I'm not trying to cause FUD because I rock with them. I use them. And it wasn't even necessarily them that did this. But I learned from, I believe, MetaMask that they were able to blacklist certain wallets that were connected to certain crypto crimes or whatever the case may be, which is perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, I had no clue that a DeFi wallet can be blocked from. So they can't take the money from you or nothing like that, but they can basically shut your wallet off from being able to trade. I didn't like that. Granted, I mean, it's a good feature to have when we get scammers that are doing what they're doing. We need to, get that money back or whatever. But I don't like the idea that one day in the future, if like we found this out from the Tornado Cash situation. So Tornado Cash was like a crypto blender where you could send cryptocurrency from. That wasn't the intent, but bad actors were using it to send stolen crypto funds. They send it into this blender of cryptocurrency where all different transactions are being mixed up, and then you can basically redeem coupons on the other end to, remove certain, let's say Bitcoin. You let's say you put in 10,000 Bitcoin. It blends it all up into different transactions, and then on the other end you get an IOU or a coupon that says you get to take out 10,000 worth of Bitcoin, but it's not necessarily the same 10,000 that you put in. They blended it up, mixed it, so you might be getting a 10,000 from other people's cryptocurrency. Now what happened was the government sanctioned that website, the company, and they reached out to all these other companies like MetaMask and the people that were servicing this company and told them that they had to block all the wallets associated with it. So what MetaMask ended up doing, or a company associated with MetaMask with that power, blacklisted any wallets that were affiliated with Tornado Cash that did any transactions with them. And this is where it went bad, because hackers, or not just hackers, but people that wanted to show that that was a flaw, maybe like white hackers, ethical hackers, wanted to show that is a bad thing to do, because they started to take popular public figures' cryptocurrency addresses and mixing them or engaging them with the platform. So it was getting, the wallets of people like Vitalik blacklisted, other people, notable celebrities who have their, public address. They were getting their wallets blacklisted because community members were taking funds and sending it to them. So it appeared that these wallets were engaging with the Tornado Cash system and ended up getting themselves blacklisted as well. I believe they lifted it, if I'm not mistaken, but the fact that I seen they had that power was a warning sign for me. So, and I just want y'all to be aware. I'm not saying you have to, do anything. I just want y'all to be aware and know. So Kenneth said, that's a good point. Why was he sending it to begin with? Papito 420 said, hit that like button, y'all. Run those likes up. Essence said, that video that you posted before the live was my heads up that you were going live. See, and that's why I try to drop it, in the videos sometimes when I will be going live. So that way, because I know YouTube don't want to get my notifications out. I don't know why. I don't know why they, I'm gonna just go on and call it what it is. I definitely feel that they're trying to shadow ban me, whatever the case is. I don't know why. But, that's why it's important for y'all to, make sure y'all come check the channel as well. If y'all know it reached a certain time in the day, most likely I should have dropped, check the Twitter. And it's also why you want to follow me on Instagram as well, and Twitter at DecemberDeMarco. So that way, just in case I post it over there, you can, see what's going on. But Crypto Epidemic said, we need Elon Musk to buy YouTube next. Get rid of shadow banning. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube and why they want to do me like that. But, Yusuf said, Coinbase has frozen withdrawals and trading before in the past, so be careful. I would get all assets off any exchange. It ain't worth it, y'all. Travis Davis said, is Uphold centralized? Uphold, I believe, is, if I'm not mistaken. Jay Rich said, wait for Voti change coming real soon. Demond Smith said, I bought Volt Inu on Bitmart. The upgrade went through in April 2022. I put this coin in a hard wallet, Ledger. Ledger does not support Volt Inu. Shall I wait for the upgrade to the hard wallet? Somebody in the comments just said that they were able to, so I'm not sure if you just didn't do it right. But the upgrade went through in April. I put this coin in the hard wallet, Ledger. Ledger does not support it. Shall I wait for the upgrade to the hard wallet? Are you using Volt V2 version 2? Shout out to Swag Lobster, said was good. DeMarco waiting on Shibarium. Nice I8, and I use Trust Wallet also. Got Terra Classic, Floki, and XRP in it. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you pulling up on me. And I got those too. I got some Floki. I got some Floki, a very small amount though. Kenneth says, sounds just a laundromat. I'm not sure what you mean by that, bro. Travis said this whole market is scandalized right now. Something is definitely looming. This is another thing. We're going to come back to this article. Well, let's finish this article real quick. So it was supposed to be a move to a new cold storage address, but was sent to a whitelisted external exchange address. The CEO tweeted on Saturday, we worked with the Gate team and the funds were subsequently returned to our cold storage. New process and features were implemented to prevent this from reoccurring. Shouldn't have happened in the first place. Ledger status wrote, oopsie, 80% of your ETH to a different exchange. Was the return of 285K delta the fee for the mistake? See, exactly. So I'm not the only one questioning this. Other people with 1,800 likes are wondering what's up with you sent over 300,000 ETH. Why do you only get 285 back? Something doesn't add up right there. I don't care what you say, if the value is the same or not, or even if you gave him more money back, it still doesn't matter. You gave 300,000 ETH, you should get back 300,000 ETH. So CEO added that all of the funds have since been returned and that crypto.com's dollar balance on Gate is in the single digit millions. So basically saying they only have less than 9 million or less on Gate.io. So it's like, what happened with the rest of those funds? And why do you have to leave those? And why did you have to leave that change on there anyway? If that was a mistake, then why do you got to leave a little change over there for Gate.io? It's like, man, there's a lot of fishy stuff going on right now. But Chronos, crypto.com's native token, is now down more than 50% for the week, according to data from CoinGecko. In a thread blasting the resulting speculation as FUD, the CEO shared a snapshot from Gate showing its reserve from October 19 without the crypto.com FUD, or without the crypto.com funds. Gate also posted on his blog late on Saturday night a clarification about this assistance to crypto.com to receive 320,000 ETH mistaken transfer. So they're doing something fishy, y'all. Of course, they're going to have something where they say, nah, look at this. This is, how could we do this? Or why would we do this on this and this? But man, we got to really ask those questions and don't just, be too easy to let the wool be pulled over your eyes, man. So crypto.com and gate.io did not immediately respond to requests from Decrypt for further comment. The baffling transaction comes days after one of the top 5 exchanges in the world suffered a catastrophic bank run and didn't have liquidity to cover, leading to the complete unraveling of Sam Bankman-Fried's empire and reputation. So absolutely bonkers. So this is more about, what triggered it and things like that. But this is one thing I want y'all to pay attention to too, because I notice people don't highlight this. But you notice how we have $843 billion in the overall crypto market cap. We have to realize crypto is actually not this big. Now, by market capitalization, it is. But if we talk about actual liquidity, there's not $843 billion in liquidity in the crypto market. Let's take, for instance, let's look at a project like Vote Inu, a strong project, very good project, up 13% right now. We're seeing, some people start to, sell a little bit. Perfectly fine to have that correction. We called it about to that level as well, I believe. I gotta double check my video again. But take a look at this. So let's look at a project like Vote Inu. Vote Inu has $112.2 million market cap, but there is only 3.8 million in liquidity. So don't confuse that. Understand, this is the only money that can be withdrawn, not this. So when we see the overall crypto market cap sitting at, let's even look at another token. Look at SHIB, for instance. shibaswap pools. So SHIB and wrapped Ethereum. So these are all the different pools of SHIB, the different exchanges. Okay, let's look at SHIB on shibaswap. So for instance, fully diluted valuation, 9.2 billion. But at the same time, only 6.2 in liquidity here. Now, don't get me wrong, Shiba Inu has a lot more than 6.2 in liquidity because they have so many different pools added up. But I just want y'all to understand that the number we see here does not mean this is actually how much money is in the crypto market. This is the market cap. So there's less money than this in liquidity. This is another thing we really want to watch for, because once this number starts to get even smaller, we can start to feel those hits even harder. So keep that in mind. Papito 420 said I've been having issues with Coinbase ever since I've been using them. I'm trying to get off coin now. F that messing with my money. David said I'm in the comment. I just posted, doesn't come up. I put it in the other comment section. I'm not promoting it. Just letting you know. Just letting you know it so you can see if it's any good to give us your opinion. Wade Ibot said trade with 10%. Rest on cold storage. Kenna said same here at Essence. Damon said I love your channel. You are very truthful and informative. Stay the course. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up on us, bro. Jay Rich said Ledger does support it. Crypto Epidemic said I just jumped on Ledger and number 227 is vote. So from what I'm looking at, you should be able to put both onto a Ledger. LOL Vote Inu. Sorry, sometimes words don't come out properly because of talk text. Papito 420 said, where can I get some? Voteinu.in. You can buy some directly from the website, or you can use Uniswap. You can use PancakeSwap. You can basically get Voteinu almost everywhere. Voteinu has over 50 centralized exchanges, maybe 1,000 decentralized exchanges. No, I'm just playing, but Voteinu is literally almost everywhere. The mind said correct, Jay Rich. However, I see it reflects Voteinu 1. Carla said, hey, Marco Polo, I say that because you dive deep in the crypto investments, but what ledger is best to get? You got to check them out and determine, which one is best for you. So we can take a quick look at some ledgers. So here's the ledger Nano X. Here's the Nano S. So this one is about $80. This one is $150. So this one has more of a screen to it. Actually, they both got the little screen, but this is the one I like. But they all pretty much serve the same purpose, if you ask me. Here's another one right here. Here's a Titan crypto wallet. Haven't really heard of them, though. It's just all depends on your preference. Just figure out which one, suits your needs. Go to the website, read through it, determine which one you think is better for you. Let's see if they got the comparison easily. So you can just come here to the website and read through it, and you'll be able to determine, which one is best for you. All right, I'm actually thinking I'm showing y'all the. So here it is. So here's the one for $150. This is the one I like. Here's the cheaper one for about $80. Come to the website here. They got the Nano X, Ledger Live, S Plus, Nano X. Buy, exchange, grow, and manage over 5,500 coins and tokens. So you can compare the wallets here. So here's the differences. You must have Web3 Companion, our most advanced on-the-go hardware, mobile-friendly, simplicity, secure management of all crypto, industry-leading. Technical specifications. So up to 100 apps installed on your device, up to 100 apps, 5,500 coins, security features, hardware, Bluetooth compatible, 8 hours in standby mode, a little heavier, and you can so I'm not sure what the Bluetooth compatibility is, but you can use Bluetooth on it as well. So let's go back. Salute to Flamingo pulling up, one of our moderators in the building. We needed you earlier, Flamingo. We got attacked by some bots or some scammers trying to spam the stream. Maninder Gill said, can Ledger protect all my crypto? For the most part, yes. To a certain extent, from what I know of, yes, it's actually secured in your own possession. So no one can be trading it around, doing other things with it. You know that it's always there. Faithon360 said, can you bridge Volt from BSC to ETH? You can buy it on either chains. You can buy a BSC version, or you can buy the ETH version. I'm not sure if you can actually bridge it, though. Yusuf said it's probably a problem solution because so many problems with crypto, so they'll have a reason for strict regulations to step in. MG said, what about Simple Wealth or Kraken? I don't trust none of them, bro. I don't trust not one of them. Not one of them, because they all been playing this game of musical chairs, you know, and, you know, you only find out once everything goes bad. And it's like, that's too late. Travis said, all of this will most certainly make would-be crypto investors skeptical about getting on board. The crypto reputation is slowly becoming tarnished. Yeah, that's why we got to get those people up out of here. But this is what the bear market does too, though. You know, it shakes those that shouldn't be in the space. It gets them out. Not saying everybody that shouldn't be in the space, because some bad actors still stay in the space, but you know, it does help us, you know, shake companies and people who've been mismanaging and doing things like that. It helps us get them out of the way. So David James said, this is one of just few channels I do my best not to miss a video of. This is the first time I've caught you live. Salute, appreciate you pulling up on this, Dave. Crypto Kim said, I got myself a Ledger Nano. Kofo Blue said, can't see your screen. I hope I fixed it. Now you should be able to. David James said, Ledger Nano S Plus does all that Ledger X does, and it's half price. So S Plus uses a cord, and X has the Bluetooth feature. Crypto Epidemic said, when I bought my Ledger, or should I say Ledgers, I bought all three models. That way I was covered. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, you can actually use a Ledger to back up a Ledger, which is pretty cool. David James said, it's just a matter of whether you want to pay twice the price for a Bluetooth feature. I like what Crypto Epidemic said, they're buying each one of them. So I got multiple of the same ones, but I like that idea of getting multiple of you know, each level. But Crypto Epidemic said, and when you purchase your Ledger or any cold storage wallet, make sure you go straight to the manufacturer. I heard some stories recently about Amazon. They opened it up to be able to steal them. So, you know, be wary of that too. You know, make sure you're getting it from somewhere official. So that way it's not a repackaged Ledger where someone already opened it up, knows the seed phrase, repackage it, and sell it to someone else, hoping that they load it up with, you know, millions of dollars of crypto so that way they can steal it. Crypto Epidemic says they pre-open the box, do what they got to do, and then repackage it so everything looks legit. And if you ever receive one where the seed phrase has already been set up, do not use it. The wallet has been compromised. Phoebe said the Bluetooth feature allows you to move crypto through the Ledger Live app. The S Plus, you have to connect to a computer to move. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Crypto Epidemic said the Bluetooth feature on Ledger is pretty cool. It allows you to use your phone with it. ML Coinbase restricted my account for not showing proof of income. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, ML? What's the restriction they put on you? And what do you mean by not showing proof of income? Crypto Epidemic. Flamingo said, I was at work. Now I'm off driving home, listening to all this goodness. Okay, salute. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good day, Flamingo. Travis said, if you are blocked on a platform, how would you work around moving your funds with a cold wallet? I don't think they would block you on a platform if you had a cold wallet. And then you get with a cold wallet, you can just move to, you know, another exchange or, you know, intermediary and make the exchange yourself. But it just won't be easy. YouTube user says, what do you think about SafePal as a cold wallet? I haven't done any due diligence on SafePal. I heard of them a few times, you know, earlier back. Well, I haven't done any due diligence. Jenny said, I have a Ledger Nano X, but I don't know how to take out my crypto. Watch a few videos on YouTube. It will definitely make the process easier for you, or just, you know, Google search how to do it, and the steps to be laid out. Very, very simple. Crypto Epidemic said Ledger has never been hacked. Shout out to Travis. Run those likes up, y'all. David James said, I bought my Ledger at Best Buy. And what do you think? Go on YouTube and search for Crypto Dad. He has all kinds of good videos on setting up your Ledger, using your Ledger, basically anything associated with Ledger. So shout out to him. So just to you know, start wrapping this up, I want to take a look at some of these asset prices. Let's take a look at FTX or FTX token, FTT, up 46% right now at $1.85. See what's the low levels it pulled down to. So it made it all the way down to around $1.20. Sheesh, a lot of people are getting scraped right now. We all of these assets down if from their all-time highs, so all of us are seeing some of our gains, pull back. But this is why at the same time I always encourage y'all to learn also how to trade, how to be an active investor and not just a passive investor who's waiting for something to blow up. You want to learn how to trade, day trade, swing trade. That's another good skill to have. I'm not saying you have to do it, but you want to know how to do it. That way you can take advantage. And let's say you learn how to trade options. If you see bad news in the market, let's say X company, this happened, you'll understand how to make money from shorting it or betting that it will also go down. So I make money daily in the stock market as well, not just from betting that certain stocks will go up, but also betting that some of them will fall down as well. And that's a good way to make some money when you're inside of a bear market because prices are not just going up. So that's pretty much all we got for this stream. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me. We might pull up again later. Let me see. I got a couple more questions. Steve said, what's the best cold wallet to use for Android? I just like Ledger, y'all. ML said, might be speaking of accredited investor news I've been hearing about. Ancient says, Coinbase must be Australian. Also will restrict you if you don't have proof of income /ID for tax purposes. Jenny Milrod said, check out Crypto Dash channel. Okay. ML said they wanted check stubs and HR letter bank statements. I didn't provide it during the 15-day period. Now I cannot trade on there anymore. So did they give you your funds, though? Did they release your funds to me? Try to let me know that real quick, ML, before we get up out of here. Did they at least allow you to withdraw your funds, though? Kenneth said, wisdom, salute. Jenny said, thank you. You're welcome. David, okay. Crypto Epidemic said, no problem. We're all here to help one another. That's it right there, y'all. We got to all learn from each other, use this information to share it, grow together. And, hopefully everybody, will reach that level of financial freedom. Salute to Flamingo. Okay, I was hoping ML was going to be able to drop a little more on that, but I guess not. So we're about to get up out of here, y'all, man. Salute to everybody for rocking with me. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's see. One more comment. Kenneth said, Coinbase one gave me a code word. Just feel safe. Yusuf said, okay, for sure, King. Appreciate all you do. Excellent content. Appreciate you. Travis Davis said, where you at, ML? Yeah, I was trying to get the scoop real quick from ML, but I guess ML a little slow on the keyboard over there. But let's see if we can give him about 10 more seconds to get it out if he is typing something. But we about to get up out of here, man. I got some other things to do for the day. We will be back with a few videos later on. If we get anything major that happens that y'all should be aware of. So stay tuned for that as well. Also, if you haven't, follow me on Instagram at DecemberDeMarco. Follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco. Also, real quick, I almost forgot to tell y'all. So this Friday, I will be having a DeFi class. This is like a not one-on-one class, but where I'm allowing people to pull up and basically, learn about DeFi, learn about the ledger, learn about how to buy coins on decentralized exchanges, how to use the DeFi wallets and things like that. So I'm having a class for very, very, very fair entry price. If you want to join that class Friday, we're going to start that class off at $100. So just email me, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com to get your seat in that class. It will be this Friday. Not sure exactly what time we're going to roll it out at, but you want to make sure that you have the availability in your schedule and that investing is something you're really trying to level up and learn to do. So that way it makes sense for you. But email me, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com if you want to secure a seat for this Friday's class. And that's all we got, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Oh, we did get a text. ML said, I withdrew my funds before the period ended. Okay. So they gave him a chance. Okay. Kennedy said, hit him up on a DM. David said awesome live. Phoebe said okay, that's an at. ML said I withdrew him. Okay, and Travis said good at ML. Okay, y'all. So that's all we got for this. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all got those notifications on, y'all. Y'all know YouTube is trying to shadow ban me, so y'all got to come sometimes just check on the channel, you know, just in general, just to make sure, you know, y'all ain't missing out on any content. But I'm DecemberDeMarco. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.